Here's an example of how to determine from a table whether it's a direct variation, an inverse variation, or neither of those. So just as a reminder, we have a direct variation with a general equation of y equals k times x, which means that k would be y divided by x. We're going to test for k here. For the inverse variation, the general equation is y equals k divided by x, which means that k is y times x. So we start by testing for the direct variation on the first table. We're testing to see if k is the same for each row of values. So k1 would be y1 divided by x1. So 9 divided by 2, or 4.5. K2 would be 6 divided by 3, or 2. These are not the same, which means this is not a direct variation equation. So let's go ahead and test for inverse. For inverse, k is the multiplication of y and x, and we still have to test every row. K1 is 9 times 2, which is 18. K2 is 6 times 3, which is also 18. And K3 is 3 times 6, which is also 18. These are the same, so this is an inverse variation. And then we need to write the actual equation of variation for this table. We'll go ahead and put it kind of on the side. Y equals 18. This is an inverse variation, so x goes on the bottom. Now let's try this table right here. We'll test for direct first. K1, y1 divided by x1. So that's 2 divided by 5, which is 0.4. K2 is 4.4 divided by 11, which is also 0.4. And K3, you do have to test all three, is 6 divided by 15, which is also 0.4. So all of the k values are the same, which means this is a direct variation equation. We'll go ahead and write the equation down. 0.4 times x, since direct variation is here. All right, the third table. Testing for direct. K1, 12 divided by -6, that's -2. K2, -24 divided by 3, that's -8. So different values already. It's not a direct variation. Let's go ahead and test for inverse. K1, 12 times -6, that's -72. K2, -24 times 3, which is also -72. But K3 is 9 times 8, which is a positive 72. So even though the numerical value is the same, but the sign is different on the third constant, so it is not an inverse variation. In fact, this one did not meet the direct or the inverse variation standard, so this table represents neither. And let's test the last one. So we have K1, 5 divided by 3. That's 1.6 repeating. K2, 2.5 divided by 6. That's a whole lot smaller. 0.41. So these are not the same. Let's go ahead and test the inverse. K1, 5 times 3, which is 15. K2, 2.5 times 6, which is also 15. K3, 1.25 times 12, which is also 15. So this one is an inverse variation table, and the equation would look like this: 15 for K and X on the bottom in the denominator.